student from CSE second year, and with me is Farheen Begum from CSE second year, and we would be your hosts for today. Ministry of Education MOE Government of India is making every possible effort to drive innovation and entrepreneurship to emerge as one of the focal points of our education system. Thus, Government of India has established Institutions Innovation Council (IIC) to systematically foster the culture of innovation among all the higher education institutions. The primary mandate of IIC has always been to encourage, inspire, and nurture its students by supporting them to work with new ideas and transform their prototypes into success stories. So, taking part in this initiative, Institutions Innovation Council of Bengal Institute of Technology, ICBIT 5.0, presents today's seminar on National Pollution Control Day, where we have the pleasure of learning from our esteemed speaker, Mr. Prof S.C.SANTRA, ex-professor of Department of Environmental Science at Kalyani University.
Time constraint, we are celebrating the precious life that we lost in the Bhopal gas tragedy, one of the greatest industrial disasters in the history of India. The main aim and objectives of celebrating the National Pollution Prevention Day is to create awareness among people about the judicious use of industry to prevent uncalled for industrial disasters. The day is dedicated to encourage the adoption of pollution control acts to prevent the environmental pollution caused by human negligence and several other types of pollution. The need of the hour is to wake up and protect our planet for the survival of its living beings.
Now I would like to call Sampurna Saha from EC. Now I would like to request the Principal Sir, Professor Dr. N.C. Ghosh, to say a few words to commence today's.
Yeah, very good evening. Today we are late by say more than half an hour. So I beg everybody's pardon on this aspect. There are some constraints. Anyway, I heartily, on behalf of BIT, I heartily welcome our today's resource person, Professor S.C.SANTRA. So he is with us, and last year he was addressed our students on another issues like this also related to pollution. So he has accepted our invitation wholeheartedly, and I'm thankful to him he could come over and could make it. So I also thank the IAC team led by Professor Arpita Chakraborty and also Tapan Kumar Pal as Vice President, Professor Debolina Badi, and today who is hosting this event is Professor Shayanti Sheena, and all the faculties over here and our students and both the anchors. They are very disciplined students. So I have listened to them in different debate, and they talked about environmental pollution, environmental aspect. So we have a very good audience today, because our second year students they will have a subject of environmental sciences. So you are the right person, sir, to talk about environmental aspect, and they will have some ideas about the problem being faced by the country and also by the state. So today's topic is what we will be talking is innovative solution for pollution. You know that pollution is a very big aspect. It's not only water pollution; it is air, water, and also the soil contamination. So these are the basic requirements for human being. So he will be talking about that, about the solution to that pollution. And I understand our students will get benefited from his talk, and he's a very experienced person. we have been talking on different aspects. What I observed is since 1976 or 77, he has been in this area. He has been working. So, without losing much time, let us give more time to our speaker. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to share my words. Thank you.
Vice President of IICBIT, Dr. Tapan Kumar Palsa, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, all of you, respected principal sir and respected distinguished guests in this event, and our IICBIT team and all the students. So we have gathered about some very important aspect of our life, that is the pollution, because civilizations can create a lot of comfort to us, but in the same time you also create pollutions in this world. But nowadays the pollution is very visible, because you know that lot of disease that is also coming with the help of these pollutions. So rain is not drawn is 6 months, I think, and that's why there is a visibility as well as the particular matters of this air in Kolkata's life is very harassing to us. And this is one of the aspect, I think Professor S.C.SANTRA also gives some highlights of about how this problem can be solved. In that matters, I think the young entrepreneur about you also have some take initiatives how the indoor pollutions as well as the agricultural pollutions and other pollutions can be controlled by a simple device. And this is also a great opportunity to create a one kind of entrepreneurship about that, because day to day this kind of indoor pollution is also increasing, and these are also concerned about our human health. So in that respect, I think without any delay we go to this seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, ma'am, to share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my students, respected principal sir, and the guest speaker, Professor S.C.SANTRA. I heartily welcome him in this seminar. Pollution, as we all know today in the life of his, we have all incorporated pollution in our daily life. Means we have busy schedules. We are using more cars. Whenever we go out, we can see a lot of cars in the road. That was not the case 10 years ago. But due to this, the pollution has increased in such a manner that it's causing many diseases that we are not aware of also, that might cause harm to us after 10 years. So pollution has become a very we can say that it is a very alarming topic of today, and all we need is to how to get rid of this pollution. So Professor S.C.SANTRA, I think, will talk about this, how to control pollution, and without wasting any time, I will directly heartily welcome Professor Santra for this topic, and thank you all. Thank you, students.
Thank you so much, Mas, to introduce our guest speaker. Mr. S.S.SANTRA has been an ex-professor of Department of Environmental Science at Kalyani University. Sir has also been an ex-coordinator at ENVI's Center on Environmental Biotechnology. Besides teaching and research experience, Sir has also received Premchand Roychand Fellowship, Austrian Government Fellowship, and many other honors to his name. His valuable 43 years of teaching and research research experience would definitely help us to understand the preventive measures to make our environment a better place to live in.
I hope that this seminar will be an engaging and enriching experience for all, and that all of us could surely learn from the wisdom and expertise of a distinguished speaker. Now I would like to hand over to you, sir, to continue this seminar.
Pollution. That's a very big topic. It requires discussion over hours, over days. Pollution is a very bad word which harms the human health, human interest. All kinds of surrounding environment, lithosphere around us, means soil and all, hydrosphere, water bodies and all, and atmosphere. All are polluted today. We talk about water, both surface and groundwater, ocean and river and lakes, all polluted around us. Not only in this country, but throughout the world. We talk about the atmosphere, the troposphere where we take respiration, highly polluted. And day by day increasing, escalating, causing new diseases, new health disorders in our system. We talk about soil pollution. The productivity of the soil goes down. Soil to water, leaching of the toxic metals, toxic chemicals that cause problems directly or indirectly. We talk about the noise. And one more added, the odor. Odor also considered as a pollution. Very little work we have done. While the canal passing through the wastewater, Calcutta wastewater, once upon a time, I don't know how much water is coming now, but once upon a time, it was too much odors while passing through, walking through the canal side. So today, the issue comes in a lot of discussion over why there is a pollution. What should you do? The reason is, until and unless you know the source, until and unless you know the consequences, you cannot make out a solution. Every kind of pollution, site-specific. Solution also site-specific. Discussion can take place every issue hours together. I will speak today only on the issue of air, Calcutta air, site-specific, Calcutta air pollution. Particularly, if we talk about, in fact we have surveyed the Calcutta air pollution from mid-70s. We have reviewed what was in 70s and how the monitoring system was changed, how the quality of air deteriorates with time. Till today, till last year's. Every city, we talk about based on certain parameters. Earlier, there are 4 parameters we talked about for monitoring. Suspended particulate matter, oxides of nitrogen, oxides of sulfur. Basically, and also issue relating to finer particles. But now there are National Ambient Air Quality Standard of 2009. There are 9 parameters with a basic parameter to be monitored in ambient air. So not 4, it became now 9 parameters. Now at different sites, the parameter also increase. Maybe in industrial zone, parameters increase. So that depends. That requires to monitor the air quality. Now, based on each major parameter of the air quality, we talk about air quality index as well as individual entrepreneur to monitor this index through their institutional mechanism, through government machinery monitoring system. And the reason is basically these are monitored regularly for exposure and public impact study. And based on that, based on these monitoring data, so that these two things are in the agenda. Today you have seen a lot of respiratory disease, especially sufferers are the children and the old age people. And that's why the index monitoring is very important and control strategy. And what are the parameters? All the 5 parameters in particular, maybe there could be 9 parameters in most of the cases. Next. Now, the institutional mechanism what is there for monitoring those air quality index. The apex body is a Ministry of Environment and Forest. Other central ministry and R&D institutes. At the state level, State Department of Environment and Pollution Control, and local bodies and authorities, those who are connected with the institutional mechanism for monitoring and control strategy. Next. So based on these database, inventory was made. Air quality inventory. In connection with the industry, in connection with the transport, separate emission inventory was prepared in the urban and industrial zones. So that's a regular issue, regular concern of the industry as well as the pollution control board at the state to adopt the innovative solution of the air pollution. Yes? And I mentioned earlier there are 4 or 5 parameters which are taking consideration. But now there is 9 parameters, 9 particulates again divided PM10 and PM2.5. That's very important. Now, what is that range? In 80s to 90, there is a decreasing trend. Together in a solution comes only that. How much green our city, how much green in our new township? Because that filters the pollution. 17 and 18, the committee recommended. Government said yes, we will take care of, and we will put up everything in National Air Quality Atlas. But till today, as I understand, the task was not completed. In city like Kolkata, how much contributed by internationally? These scenario which control, there are, as you require more of power generation in terms of megawatt, we are expecting more of the polluters to come. But with time, there is a new regulation has come on the power plant sector that not increasing the ambient air quality around the industry. You have to go for more production, more cleaner production with respect to power sector, so that regulations are more stringent. But as a part of the mitigation also. Policy only, law cannot take care. How many of you?
So I'm just asking that I heard that we need to burn more amount of ethanol to get the same amount of energy as petrol. So why we are focusing on ethanol rather than some other like efficient gases like CNG or something like that?
Everything drives the economy, the cost benefit analysis. Today, burning of fossil earlier, still we are cost effective with the coal and other fossil fuel. These days come, if that is a fuel energy cost effective, that will, if the solar is a cost effective, that will come up. So all technology drive issues come with a cost effective. Otherwise, there are a lot of issues that can be cost effective. Now remember, every technology, whatever you adopt, is not free for environmental problems. Suppose if you take the solar, it is not.
Next, to present the topic of appreciation. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Professor S.C.SANTRA, coordinator of IICBIT Celebration Activity. On behalf of IICBIT 5.0, I extend my warm vote of thanks to all of you present here. First of all, I would like to thank our guest speaker, Professor S.C.SANTRA, who honored this event with his motivational speech. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and really, it will motivate our students too. I would like to thank our principal sir, Dr. N.C. Ghosh, Vice President Dr. Tapul Kumar Pal sir,